Hey guys, I just want you to know what you're seeing around me is basically a miracle, okay? Am I exaggerating? No. But what you're seeing is me walking around trees and grass and not having an anaphylactic or asthma attack, which was really common when I was younger, to have an allergy or asthma attack. Just being in the presence of trees, sitting in grass. Children are supposed to run around in grass, sit Indian style, climb trees. I couldn't do any of that when I was younger without breaking out or having an attack. It was so bad that I actually had an allergist, and for 3 years, every Saturday, I would get up in the morning. We didn't have a car, so my mom and I would get on the bus. We would take 2 buses and walk 8 blocks to my allergist, and I would get allergy shots every Saturday, lots of them. Not just one, but lots. And it appeared to be working because after a while, I wasn't breaking out. But then by the time, I started my time of the month, I had really, really bad cramps, endometriosis, dealing with chronic pain, since I was about 12, I would say. And now that I'm older, I've done research, I put it together. I think that's what happened. I think the allergy shots basically caused internal inflammation, made things worse. Not only that, my asthma got worse, and I almost died a couple of times. And I was always sick anyway before that. My immune system was shot. Not only that, but I would get pneumonia, bronchitis 4 or 5 times a year. I would get the flu like every month. I think I only got 1 perfect attendance award in my life in school because I was always sick. I was always out. Had scarlet fever twice. I mean, my immune system was shot. So much so that when COVID happened, my family was like freaking out, and I was like, I'm good, whatever, That's more on that. I don't want to go too deeply into that, but I'm fine. I didn't get sick. I should have been the first person to get sick, by the way, if it was so dangerous, but I didn't. And mainly because I know how to boost my immune system now. I know certain triggers and certain foods to eat, what not to eat, certain triggers to avoid. I meditate. I know how to lower my stress levels. So those are things that are really crucial in someone being able to stay healthy and manage the autoimmune disease. And I'm so passionate about this, the change that this has made in my life, where I barely have to take my inhaler anymore. And I thought I was going to end up like, I have a great aunt that her allergies were so bad, she couldn't even go out in public because if somebody was wearing perfume, it would set her off. Her allergies were so severe. And it had progressed that way through the years. None of the allergy shots, none of the medicine, the inhalers that they were giving her were making any difference, and she was getting worse. And I decided I didn't want to be like that. So I was always trying to find alternative methods, something that would actually help me have a higher quality of life and not be affected. And AIP, autoimmune protocol, changing my diet and lifestyle has really worked. Food is really medicine. And as a health coach, I'm so passionate about helping people because the more research I've done too, it doesn't only work on asthma, but it can work on diabetes, multiple sclerosis, migraines. I'll list some other stuff on the website so you can see. But it really is, you basically have to take the food that causes inflammation out of your body and put food in that decreases inflammation and gives you nourishment. And the keys are different for everybody. You kind of have to figure out your combination. That's why I will work with you. I will help you. Emotional support, do grocery lists with you. We'll talk about foods. We'll do all that stuff, recipes to help you really make that lifestyle change. And then, when you figure out what your triggers are, how to eat, then, it's up to you. You can do what you want. Like, you can have things that can set you back, but what set you back. You're not just, having attacks here and there or dealing with chronic pain and just wondering why it's happened. You'll be able to have the power to know why your body is reacting the way it is. And that's true empowerment. And you won't be dependent on the medical pharmaceutical industry, because they want you enslaved. They want you dependent on their medicine. And if you notice, and you guys know this, you guys that have medicine that you are dependent on, you know that it gives you side effects. You know this, right? You know that, like, you take this for a certain amount of time, it's going to give this side effect, and you're going to have to be on a medication for that side effect, and the cycle continues. It never stops. So the way the allopathic industry is trained, they're not trained to cure things. They're trained to deal with the symptoms and have you deal with it. And my health coaching will help you most likely reverse a lot of that, even maybe get off your medications. I can't guarantee that, because it is different for a lot of people. But there's a lady named Tara Walls, through diet and lifestyle, through some of the techniques that I use, who had relapsing remitting MS, and she cured herself, and she's an MD. And before that, she had tried everything. She had money to go to the best hospitals, the best doctors that money could buy, and she got worse. And then when she changed her diet and lifestyle, she actually ended up running a marathon, right? She was wheelchair bound, cannot walk, but she improved so much, so significantly that she was able to run a marathon. And I'm telling you guys, me being able to walk through these trees and grass without like collapsing and like is a miracle too, because most people, this is the healthiest I've been in my life. And I think a lot of people, when they really discover this and they understand what true health is, they get kind of like fanatical, almost like a religious zealot, because it's such a miracle to them. And they've been told that there's nothing they can do, that they're gonna be on this medication that they're on for the rest of their life. And I call bullshit, okay? Because I've done it, and I wanna help you do it too. So if you're interested, you can sign up for a 10-minute consultation. This consultation will just be for me to see what your issues are and how I can help you and if I can help you. There might be some things I might not be able to help you with, but I need to know what first. And then if you want to move on from there, I will list my prices on the site. It will be a 90-day program, because really it takes about 90 days for your body to see changes. You can see some improvement within a month, but really 90 days is where it's at. So is when you'll be able to see like the most progress with anything I would say. Any dietary change, I would say, takes about 90 days. But you need help. I needed help. I had help from other people. I didn't have a health coach per se, but I had mentors and other people helping me, giving me advice like on what to do. But I don't think I could have done that without coaching, without help, because it really is hard too when you're in a society where there's so many toxins in our food that you don't even know about. There's stuff that I was eating, I was like, oh, I didn't even know that can trigger me. And some people, it might not trigger. It might trigger you, it might not trigger you, who knows. But now that I know that, I feel completely empowered and completely free. Most people look at me and they didn't even know how sick I was. And I'm just so grateful to have this knowledge, to be empowered the way that I am today. And I want to help you do the same. So if you're interested, please go to the website, click, and let's get that 10-minute consultation going to see if we can help you. And my vision for the company that I have, Timionod, it's called Timionod. It's an acronym, so trust me, I am not a doctor. Disclaimers in the name. But my vision is that once you're healed and you're living a vibrant life, then you're going to inspire somebody to do the same. And they're going to inspire somebody to do the same, and the cycle will continue. I want the cycle to continue. I want us as human beings to be empowered. You know, this is stuff, honestly, that should be taught in school. But, you know, I want us to be empowered as a race, as human beings, to be healthy. And once you're healthy, you know, you're not a slave anymore. So, all right, guys, that is it. I will talk to you guys later. Peace and love. Bye-bye. Mwah. Salveo. Salveo.